Good day, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to another technical summary video presented by me, Letty Janse van Vuren. Our topic for today is the frequently asked questions document that was issued shortly after the exposure draft on the proposed ISSA 5000 was issued. It was issued by the IAASB, and as we know, whenever there's a new standard, there's always questions. So they were a bit forward-looking and issued this almost at the same time. So let's start off by looking at why this is important. Looking at an introduction, quick overview of the publication. I'm going to show you the contents of the publication. Each of the FAQs, I've listed them for you so that you can see them at a glance, and then I'll give you access to the source document link. So if we look at my pictures for today, yes, we're dealing with something that was issued by the IAASB. It's frequently asked questions, and it deals with sustainability assurance. Like I always say, sustainability is like the buzzword of 2023, like COVID was since 2020. Sustainability is the buzzword of 2023 and 2024 going forward. So we are dealing with sustainability assurance. Looking at the abbreviations that we need to look at, the IAASB, we know those are the guys that issue all the international audit and assurance standards. ISSA stands for International Standard on Sustainability Assurance. ED is the exposure draft, FAQs is frequently asked questions, and then the last ones are just for further reference. If you need more detail on the actual ED that was issued, I did do a separate a TSV on that, so you can always access that. But let's have a look at why do we need to know about the frequently asked questions. Well, we know that if there's an ISSA that was issued, ISSA 5000, if we are performing sustainability assurance engagements, we need to comply with the international standards. It's the only international standard that's available worldwide, so therefore we would need to do that. If we don't, we can be regarded as negligent because then we're not doing what we're supposed to. So we need to be aware of what the latest publications and the guidance are that are issued by regulators like the IAASB. And therefore, we also need to be aware of the new standards that are issued as an auditor and the publications like this frequently asked questions. Right. But this ISSA, the ISSA 5000 specifically, deals with both reasonable and limited assurance engagements, and these are 12 frequently asked questions to assist auditors with those engagements. So it has no relevance to your clients, only to us auditors. Okay. Auditors and assurance practitioners. So let's look at the introduction. As I said, whenever there's a proposed standard that's being issued, there are always some immediate questions that people have to answer or have a need to be answered. And when this proposed ISSA 5000 was issued in August, they did this almost at the same time to sort of preempt the generic questions that were going to be asked. They did indicate that this document would be revised as soon as the final standard is issued. The proposed ISSA 5000 is going to be issued before the end of 2024, or that's what they aim for. And once that's done and once it's been implemented, I think we can look forward to many more questions being added onto this FAQ document. Right. So that's why they've issued this FAQs on the proposed ISSA 5000. ISSA 5000 deals specifically with general requirements for sustainability assurance engagements. It is the only standard globally, worldwide, that is available on sustainability assurance engagements. Like I said, it deals with both limited and reasonable assurance engagements, and it's on any sustainability information reported across any sustainability topic. So whether it is the sustainability financial information, or whether it is on climate related disclosures, or whether it is on carbon emissions or whatever targets they have, anything. So it is something that can be used as guidance by all assurance practitioners. Very important, as long as they comply with the relevant ethical requirements. So in other words, they need to comply with the fundamental principles. So before they go ahead with an assurance engagement, they need to then see, is there a threat to their fundamental principles or not? If there's a threat, they need to go and address it, evaluate it, and resolve it as such. Right. And they also need to apply a system of quality management. So the suite of quality management standards, which is ISQM1, ISQM2, and ISSA 220 revised, needs to be implemented by the assurance practitioner before they are eligible to even use ISSA 5000. But this document is a non-authoritative document, meaning it doesn't carry the same weight as ISSA 5000. This is just for information purposes only, so it's sort of FYI, and it's been prepared by the IAASB staff because they are the ones that have to field all these answers on a daily basis. So the publication itself, that's what the top screen looks like, the top part of the document, and it's only 5 pages in length. So you'll see it was issued right at the beginning. It's probably going to grow to many more pages in the nearby future. But it was issued also in August by the IAASB, a couple of days after the actual standard. But if you go and search for it now, they've actually put it on the same web page. But very important, it contains 12 frequently asked questions. Now I'm going to quickly take you through those 12 FAQs and what are they. The first one is, why is assurance for sustainability reporting important? Well, we know it's important because everybody wants to have more assurance. They want more trust. They want to be able to rely on the sustainability reporting that's been done. What is the purpose of an assurance engagement on sustainability information? Is an assurance engagement different from an audit? And I suppose it depends on the level of assurance because that's the only real one. Okay, with an audit you get reasonable assurance, and with sustainability reporting you might only need limited assurance. So the practitioner would be led by the level of assurance that is required in terms of then how to apply ISSA 5000 accordingly. Can the proposed ISSA 5000 be used for assurance on reports preparing using recently issued IFRS sustainability disclosures S1 and S2? So if they've got reports that are issued using IFRS S1 and S2, can we use ISSA 5000? And the short answer is yes. Of course we can. Does the proposed ISSA 5000 have to be applied with other IAASB standards? And the answer is yes, whatever flows forth from it. There are some conforming amendments that are also included in the exposure draft. Who will use the proposed ISSA 5000? And the answer is basically all assurance practitioners, provided that they comply with the relevant ethical and quality management standards. How will the proposed standard be used in the different jurisdictions and regions? Well, obviously in South Africa, when the ISSA 5000 is finally released, not in exposure draft format, then IRBA will have to adopt ISSA 5000. And at that stage, it will then become relevant within our South African jurisdiction, right? And then obviously IRBA, what they will do is they will take the illustrative reports that are included in there and they'll bring that into our SARPS 3 that we have in South Africa, right? Not all the other countries are as lucky as we are to have a SARPS 3 document. How will the final ISSA standard be mandatory? Well, it's an international standard, isn't it? So if you are performing an assurance engagement, it will be mandatory because it's the only standard that's available for sustainability assurance engagements. Does the proposed ISSA 5000 require reporting or disclosure of information about specific sustainability matters or aspects? And the answer is it depends on what is required in the sustainability information. But you can go through in much more detail here. What types of entities can the proposed ISSA 5000 apply to? Any type of entity. Any type of entity, doesn't matter what they've got in terms of sustainability actions or sustainability information or sustainability reports or plans that they've got. It can apply to any one of those. Are ISAE revised and ISAE 3410 on greenhouse gas statements still relevant? The answer is here, if we are talking about an assurance engagement, they might still be relevant, yes, because to a certain extent this would give you a limited or reasonable assurance or limited assurance, okay? With ISSA 5000, we might get reasonable assurance, whereas with ISAE 3000, we will only have limited assurance. And the one on greenhouse gas statements, yes, it might still be relevant, but it should be replaced by the new ISSA 5000. Okay. What are the key issues that the IAASB is seeking comment on? Well, there was a whole response template that they put out. So there's a whole guidance document on exactly what must be included in there. And those are the 12 FAQs that you can go through. Like I said, it's only 5 pages long and well worth your time. Even if you just go and read through the questions and answers, if you don't want to go through the actual proposed standard, the proposed ISSA 5000, start with the FAQ document. That would be my advice to you. And you would then get a good feel for whether or not you have any clients that ISSA 5000 might be applicable to. All right. There is your link if you want to go and download the actual document from the IFAQ storage site. So if you have any more further questions, you feel free to follow us on any of these following options where it's on My Knowledge is Power slide. You can follow us on the technical alerts that are published daily. So follow ISSA Accounting Academy on LinkedIn. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can access, like I said, I've done a TSV, a separate TSV on the exposure draft on the proposed ISSA 5000. So if you want to see that one, go to my technical summary videos. It's also on the YouTube channel. And these are all short summaries, 10-15 minute summaries if you just want to know what it's all about, a little bit more than just a one-liner. Right, so very similar to this TSV that I've done. Then we've got webinars on demands, and those are normally the full 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour webinars that are done where there are recordings and everything applicable to that. Okay, so you can obtain them from the website and then listen to that at your own leisure. And then last but certainly not least, we've got our MCLU subscription, which is the one surefire way of staying up to date on a monthly basis. Right, this is my baby and my brainchild, the MCLU. Monthly compliance and legislation updates. There are various subscription options, so please refer to the SAAA website for that. All right. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is that on the frequently asked questions document that was issued in relation to the proposed ISSA 5000 by the IAASB. I trust you learned something. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.